right, Mac goes 10 wins. A classic Vat of Acid build. I was able to get a diamond pretty early, and then I had the option to go Radiant, and I did. Which, you know, obviously if you go like Poisonous or Burn or Damage or Shield, it can be pretty strong, but I just really didn't want to lose to CC, and that's just going to prevent me from losing to CC. Did the combo with a Boiling Flask to give it a multicast, because of course you make it a potion by selling a potion, and then you can Boiling Flask for an extra multicast. Boiling Flask has been nerfed, but this is still pretty damn strong, obviously, to give it 2 casts. I used to be running the other Vat, whatever it's called, but I actually replaced that with Memento Mori, just as kind of like an insurance late game, that if I'm in a real tight race, I have 2 seconds extra to win that race where they're going to die to the burn and the poison from Memento Mori. I'm hasting it with the Smelling Salt, which was also nerfed, but Fiery Incense is, of course, giving this a million haste. So this is infinitely hasted once it goes off and can't be slowed or CC'd, which is very helpful. And then I then indexed really early into whenever I hit skills, I went for freezes. So I hit when you slow freeze, when you poison freeze, and then I did an icicle as well. Freeze at the start of the fight, enchanted it, hit fiery, not a great enchant, but whatever. And then I tried to HP stack a bit. Backroom Dealings was helpful and whatnot, and Second Wind obviously gives me a big boost of 20% of my HP, so that's like a 2,000 heal when this goes off. Other than that, I hit, weirdly enough, this was a good skill. This skill is usually like almost always you skip it, but because this is a weapon, because when you sell a weapon it becomes a weapon. That's why it says lifesteal at the bottom, because I have the lifesteal weapon skill, but obviously it doesn't lifesteal without doing any attacking. But a Frozen Shot, believe it or not, gives 15% CD on this item, which is of course increased by the Boiling Flask. So that's huge, because I always have a freeze with the Fiery Icicle, I have a freeze with the Creeping Chill, I have a freeze with the Paralytic Poison, and then near the end I did hit a Void Rage as well when you burn haste an item, so a bit more haste coming out. But we'll watch the last fight. This guy has a bit of a counter build. I think it would be good versus certain things. It's not very good versus me. We'll watch the last fight. So you'll see the freezes go out. This CD gets reduced to 6.1. And then once it goes off, that's the multicast. 10,000 HP kind of buffer, plus the 2-second Memento Mori buffer if I do die. And he is trying to stack regen and lifesteal and all this stuff, but that's too much burn and poison. And I have too much survivability. 10 wins Mac. Do I like Mac now? Not really. He's okay. He's like, I don't dislike him. I felt like playing him today. GG's.